Hello YouTube, this is your boy Chris out on the going, and I have a question for you guys. Do you prefer to ride your bike in the city or on the highway? Do you prefer to ride your bike in the city or on the highway? For myself personally, I prefer to ride on the highway. When I ride in the city, it seems like it's more of a hassle. You know, you got cars cutting out in front of you. You got people hitting brakes. You know, you got red lights, you got stop signs, you got businesses where people are coming out of the businesses, they're turning into the businesses. And, you know, I just think it just makes for a more defensive ride. I mean, when you're out here, I mean, don't get me wrong, you have to ride defensively. You have to look out for, you know, cars that's, you know, coming out into the roadway, of course. But, you know, when you're riding in a city, you know, you got so many automobiles and businesses and homes, and people are turning out in front of you. One of the things I like about being out here on the highway, and I think I've said this in one of my earlier videos, is that I don't have to worry about somebody cutting out in front of me. You know, I mean, I watch my mirrors. I mean, don't get me wrong, you have to watch for people, you know, coming up behind you, you know, at a high rate of speed, and you kind of want to be on the lookout for that. But I don't have to worry about cars cutting out in front of me, to the front of, you know, to the right and to the left. And I either try to stay in front of the traffic or behind the traffic. I never ride on the side of the traffic. So, but yeah, for me personally, I prefer the highway. You know, I prefer getting outside of a busy area. To me, it just makes for a better ride. You know, you got a lot of trucks out here on the interstate. You know, you got to watch out for those 18-wheelers, and this is more relaxing to me to be out here, just on the open road. You know, not worrying about, you know, cars cutting out in the front of me. And you know, you're gonna have to ride in the city at some point. You're gonna have to ride in an area where cars are cutting out in front of you. But again, one of the things that I like about being out on the open is that, you know, I can just watch my mirrors and watch my front. You know, that's not to say something couldn't jump out of the woods on me, but at least as for a car, you know, I don't have to worry about them cutting out in front of me. Now, that's not to say that somebody couldn't fall asleep over in the oncoming lane over there and cross the median, but if I can see it happening, I can give myself a way out. You know, I can react to it, you know, safely. But, you know, when you're in the city and you got, you know, businesses and people trying to turn into a business and turn out of a business, you know, all of the stop and go, red lights, you know, people hitting on brakes, you know, to me it just make for a bad ride. You know, I don't know, maybe it's just me personally, but I just prefer to be out here in the open road, you know, preferably with my cruise control set. You know, I just prefer to be out here on the open road, preferably with my cruise control set. So, you know, what do you guys like? Do you prefer to ride in the city, or do you prefer to ride on the highway? So that's the question that I have for you guys. Drop me some comments. Let me know what works best for you. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna keep it on two wheels, and you guys stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you later on the going. See you.